All right, so we do have much to be thankful for. In addition to the administration's support for our cause, we also have a number of others to thank for the symposium. Our co-sponsors for funds to assist in putting on this event. From the tea industry, we want to thank Sugimoto Tea, Kyote Sugimoto and Noli Argas. Are you here today? Can we, if so, all right, well, we'll just thank you. We also want to thank our university partners, the Office of the Provost, of course, and Deans of the College of Letters and Sciences and College of Agriculture and Environmental Studies. Also, the Confucius Institute at UC Davis, the UC Davis Humanities Institute, the Department of Food Science and Technology, the Art History Program within the Department of Art and Art History, and the Program for East Asian Studies. Each penny of these funds has been put to very good use in producing this very full two-day symposium. From the bottom of all of our collective hearts, thank you so much. So, having said that, we are also excited to announce a number of philanthropic gifts to the GTI. Let me thank our tea advisory group again. These members who have just stood before you, Bhavin Shah, Manik Jakayumar, Paul Harney, Joshua Kaiser, Rona Tayson, Mighty Leaf Tea's Ellett Jordan, and Don Sun. So thank you for your gifts. We want to thank everybody over and over again because this is what's helping us launch and push our vision forward into the future. And we want to pause even more over this because these are not just gifts of money. They represent a passion for tea, a belief that tea is worth studying and understanding, a recognition that GTI can be a helpful force in the world. These individuals who have dedicated their lives to tea see our vision and share it. These gifts, therefore, are fundamental in helping us transition into becoming the Global Tea Institute. And with the funds that have just been donated to us, we're going to move forward with every considered way. And in doing this, we're going to hire a part-time permanent position to assist with GTI. So it's no exaggeration to say that this is going to change my life and help us move forward. So let's thank the Tea Advisory Committee one more time. So I often find myself saying that for me, being part of GTI means that almost every day feels like Christmas. Something wonderful happens almost every day. It could be the generous gifts of those just mentioned, or it could be a research scholar on campus or off, working on a fantastic project and wanting to connect and collaborate with us. Or it could be a student who walks into my office with a great idea for an independent study. Or it could be a member of the community who offers to help us through their expertise. Sometimes it can even be things that come in beautiful boxes. In this case, these are the gifts and loans of tea-related Japanese ceramics and art objects to the GTI collection from an anonymous donor and from the Gerhard F. Simmel and Margaret Simmel family collection. Mr. Simmel is with us here today. Jerry, would you please stand and be recognized? A selection of these objects is on the tables in the back of this room, so during the breaks, please go back and take a look. These objects are significant for many reasons. For the 17-piece tea set, this is a complete tea set made by a top potter of his day, decorated by one of the most important Zen monks of the day, and accompanied by other necessary objects to perform sencha tea ceremony. Each object, from the hawk feather wand to the turned wooden saucers, were made by the master artist of that craft. It is truly an amazing gift. For the objects donated and loaned from the Gerhard Simmel and Margaret Simmel family collection, these ceramics and basketry were all made for or are appropriate for matcha tea ceremony. Not as a set necessarily, but they nonetheless tell yet another important story. With these objects in courses, seminars, workshops, we will be able to teach not only about matcha tea, ceremony, but also about Japan's major kiln sites, the distinguishing characteristics of their clays and decorative programs. This is truly an extraordinary gift. And no less, all of these objects will help us tell the story through exhibitions and faculty and student research. Thank you so very much. So an event of this magnitude takes real teamwork. We are grateful for the efforts of our student and staff volunteers who are helping out here today and tomorrow. Thanks to the photographer and videographer who are recording our event so that the talks can be posted on our website after processing. Stay tuned. And we're really grateful for the tech folks who make sure that things move smoothly. We want to thank the two students from the Department of Design, Zoe Reinhardt and Chloe Myaskovsky, who expertly helped with the teaware installation in the back of the room. 2 weeks ago, when this collection was starting to come to campus, I got an email from these students saying, Professor Burnett, for our class in design, we wanted to have an exhibition virtual of teaware. Would you mind being an advisor for our project? I said, sure. And, would you like some practical experience? And so I roped them in, and they very generously gave us their time and attention. I have been astounded by their professionalism, their attention to detail. They're just young undergraduates, but I was able to, who are really picky about this kind of thing, entrust them to do the installation, and one of them slept all of 5 hours in the last 3 days. So, I mean, talk about dedication, while they have their own coursework to do. So, wow. We also want to thank Kate Manning and Charlene Madison, who've been working hard behind the scenes for us, and especially Crystal Masuda for her unbelievable heroic efforts in making this event such a great success already. We could not have done this symposium without their extraordinary help. So, help, gratitude, friendship, tea. As Manik Jayakumar reminded us yesterday, tea is friendship. When the topic of tea comes up, one of the things that people often comment on is the ability of tea to bring people together. Whether it is for business or pleasure, it is that soothing something that enables us to bond over shared truths. One of the things that I take great pride in as a faculty member here at UC Davis is our mission to be a university for the social good. Provost Texter has been a leader in encouraging this vision for our campus, and I see the Global Tea as a significant contributor to that mission. We are here for the greater good of our community, campus, regional, national, and international. In case there's anyone here who doesn't yet know what GTI is, let me quickly bring you up to speed. Our mission is to promote the understanding of tea through evidence-based research with a global perspective. We support research on tea from anywhere in the world, in any discipline, and with any methodology. By bringing researchers together to study and teach tea from diverse disciplines and approaches at UC's most comprehensive campus, UCD's GTI can collaborate in ways never before considered. Although Camellia sinensis is our primary focus, we acknowledge that there are many things that are consumed as tea and come from very diverse cultures around the world. We respect all of these. We're open-minded, and all merit study. One of the fun things about being a research scholar is that we ask new questions all the time. As part of GTI, through our research, we extend the boundaries of knowledge, and then through our teaching and publications, share this new knowledge with our students and the world. But GTI takes this to a new level, I think, because we are bringing scholars who work on culture and society together with those in the sciences and medicine. We can ask, and we are already starting to ask, different types of new questions to create new types of new knowledge. Our goals are many. They include fostering knowledge about tea through public events, such as colloquia and symposia, such as this, lecture series, such as these that we've already hosted, workshops that will address the needs of the tea industry and the general public, and of course, research across the disciplines in the field, in the lab, and the library. Our goals include teaching across the disciplines and a new global tea culture and science curriculum for undergraduates and graduate students. We've already begun part of this process with a GTI team-taught first-year seminar this quarter. This is Dr. Robert Hackman from Nutrition talking with our students about the health effects of tea. Here is Dr. Joseph Sorensen from East Asian Languages and Cultures speaking on elements of Japanese tea culture. And here is Dr. Dan Goldstein, Humanities and Social Sciences Reference Librarian in Shields Library, discussing why smuggle tea, the global tea trade and imperial economies of the 18th century. Working with our Office of Global Affairs, we are developing partnerships with top-tier international institutions to leverage the strengths of our various campuses through faculty and student exchange. When GTI becomes an institute, we even dream of a dedicated building with tea rooms and gardens, meeting and teaching space, a sensory theater, exhibition space for narrating the stories of tea culture and science from around the world, and more. When students, I know, don't you love it? When students realized the Global Tea existed, they established the Global Tea Club, an official UC Davis club. They hold meetings every other week, organize special events, workshops, and talks, and in collaboration with UC Davis Arboretum and Gardens, they hold Sunday tea and chat sessions in the Arboretum. They have been so successful that students at other UCs have already started asking for their advice and starting up their own Global Tea Club chapters. While I'm talking about students, I also want to say that we've already drawn our first grad student to the University of California. He will be entering the program in design next year. He was accepted, and he accepted our offer, and he's actually sitting in the back of the room. Want to wave at us? Yay. Thank you. This is so cool. So I do think the timing was right to initiate this project. As is well known by everybody in this room, tea is the #1 prepared beverage in the entire world. Only water is consumed more. Approximately 4 in 5 of all world consumers drink tea, and by 2020, it is predicted the $6 billion ready-to-drink industry alone will reach $7 billion. In the U.S. restaurant industry, it is expected that by 2020, tea sales will rise to $20 billion. Moreover, according to World Tea News, 5 of every $25 spent dining out is for beverages. Increasingly, those beverages are non-alcoholic. Sales of loose-leaf tea in 2017 grew in volume and value, and it's our millennials, now the largest cadre of consumers, who favor tea. This is one of our first-year tea seminar students, and this is her wrist, and I want to tell you, on her mother's wrist is the teapot. So cool. No less important. Cultural exchange and goodwill, medicine and nutrition, trade and commerce, plant sciences, humanities, social sciences, agriculture, and the arts all come together in this extraordinary beverage. All that is well known. What is not well known is that there's no single research institute anywhere that comprehensively trains students about tea across the disciplines and with a global perspective. GTI is here to do just that. Now we're an initiative, but we aim to become an institute, and so I'm going to move on. You already know that we're really top-notch in all sorts of things, I'll just share. What the heck? With over 104 different majors, U.S. News and World Report has ranked us at or among the top in various categories as the best global university and best liberal arts university. We're also the nation's #1 cool school for environmental sustainability practices on our campus and recognized as a top 10 national university for contributions to the public good. We're ranked #1 in the world, nation and world, for agriculture and plant sciences and nutrition and food science, and with premier faculty across our disciplines and other departments. Our faculty also work at the numerous agriculture extension stations around the state, which give us access to diverse cultural climates and topographical conditions for our experiments. At the Kearney Agricultural Research and Extension Center near Fresno, chemistry professor Jackie Gervais-Haig is working with Kearney director Jeff Dahlberg to conduct experiments with the 50-year-old tea trees there. Simply put, there's nothing like this in the world that can do what we can do to train our students across the disciplines at our rigorous level. So, moreover, as a Research One university, UC Davis can provide a neutral zone for conversations and research about teas around the world and with the industry. With tea's international importance and rapidly growing presence in the marketplace, the time is right for us to do this. So thank you for letting me tell you a little bit about what GTI is and what our dreams are.